That's why the Bo-Rab blogger gets under my skin so much. I don't know who he is, but I'd like to meet him to find out what his beef is with me. Reporters line the wall outside our clubhouse, waiting for an interview. The media is allowed in the clubhouse until batting practice begins. Cal Diamond, our manager, has a list of guys who will talk each day, even though the media tries to get audio clips from everyone. I have yet to be chosen. I try not to let it bother me, but it does. I know I'm young and say stupid shit sometimes, but I don't do it to be harmful to the team. My mouth just works faster than my brain. It's something my agent says I need to work on. Stone says he's looking for someone to come in and give us all some media training. In the meantime, I usually visit the trainer or go into our lounge before batting practice, which is off limits to the media. They call my name. I wave and smile like I've been instructed to do and enter the clubhouse. It's chaos in here, but it's expected on game day. The Renegades are high energy, unlike some of the other teams out there. I've heard rumors that some clubhouses are quiet zones, the Zen zone. We tried that once last year, and most of us fell asleep before the game started. The idea was quickly nixed, and since then the clubhouse has been a mecca for craziness. On any given day, this room is filled with towel snapping, raunchy jokes, and guys running around bare-assed with only their jockstraps on. The one rule we have in here? No women, no wives, no girlfriends, etc. Not because we walk around naked, but because we're disgusting and our antics will give a bad impression. We want the women to remember us for what we do on the field, not the shit in here. Besides, the wives have a pretty stellar lounge that they can hang in until the game starts. I change quickly, slipping on my long-sleeved jacket before heading back onto the field for warm-ups. It's still downright cold in Boston. There are a few cheers as we start coming out of the dugout as season ticket holders arrive early. Kids line every available space in hope of getting a high five or snagging a fly ball from batting practice. After a while, you start to recognize the same faces. I look for one in particular that I've been looking at since the midway point of last season. She usually sits parallel to third base behind the enemy. When I look over in between plays, I swear she's staring at me. I can't always tell, though, because she wears her Renegade's hat low, and I can't see her eyes. She's always in a black and white Bo-Rab baseball shirt with her long hair pulled back. I've noticed that she changes the color from blonde to brown depending on the season, but it's always long. She's always in the same seat for every home game, which leads me to believe she's a season ticket holder, even though, by all accounts, she seems too young to be able to afford tickets this close to the field. It also hasn't escaped my notice that the seat next to her is always empty. It should also be noted that I look for her each time I walk out of the dugout and walk to home plate, or when I finish warming up between innings. There's just something about her that keeps me interested, even though I don't know her name or anything about her. What I do know and like is how she's at every home game, wearing her Renegades gear. I really like that she's a baseball fan, but more important, that she never brings a guy with her, leading me to believe that she's single. I also like that she's a mystery. I know finding out who she is wouldn't be hard. I could send an usher to get her or ask the office who the seats belong to. One of these days I'll hit up the usher, because asking the front office seems like a bad idea. I don't want the ladies teasing me, and even though they're nice and motherly, they'll tease the crap out of me for showing interest in someone. As soon as I step out onto the track, I'm looking in her direction. Her seat is still empty, but it's early. We have 2 hours before the first pitch. I won't start to worry yet. I've grown accustomed to having her there, even though I know in the back of my mind I'm making up most of the subtle looks I get from her. Looking for your girlfriend? Travis Kidd, our left fielder, slaps me on my ass as he walks by. He turns and makes a lewd gesture with his hand and mouth. I throw a ball at his head, but he dodges it easily and starts laughing as he walks towards center field for warm-ups. Each game we meet out in center field to stretch for 15 minutes as a team before breaking off for individual warm-ups. By team, I mean mostly starters and a few of the pitchers who will be working tonight. The rest of the guys linger in the clubhouse until it's time to work on individual stuff. I don't know what you're talking about, I say as I catch up with him. He puts